By way of explanation, coming through, Bob? Nope. How about that? By way of explanation, the state historian of Texas was in town today at 2 o'clock, putting on a program on the history of the Texas cowboy at the depot. And I was part of that program and also filmed it because Bill Jones, the Winnsboro historian, wanted it filmed and wanted to have DVDs made available. So those of you who were not able to be there, and if you want to see it, you can contact Bill Jones, the Winnsboro historian, and he will take your order. It was a great program, and those of you who are interested in it, I think the DVD is going to be sold at cost, so it won't be expensive and it'll be worth watching. The other thing I want to say is that Stanley Johnson is a graphic artist as well as a musician and all the many other things that he is. On Facebook, he designed a shirt for Tinney Chapel, made a design, and wondered on Facebook aloud how it would look on a shirt. And I said, well, if you decide it would look all right, I want to be your first customer. So I show you I am the first customer. This is the shirt, and it is a shirt which advertises this event that we're attending tonight. Can everybody see it? Some of you in the back are shaking your heads. Well, I can't hold it up very high, but that's as high as I can hold it. And if you can't see it and you want to see it later, come around to my table and I'll show it to you. You can look at it all you want to. It's a very nice shirt, high quality cotton. And as a cotton editor of Farm Journal for many years, I appreciate that very much. But the design is very nice, and it plugs this event tonight, the third Saturday gospel concert night at Tinney Chapel. And you can see Stanley Johnson if you want to order your very own one of these. And he'd probably be designing other versions of this same shirt, I suspect, at later times. But right now, this is a collector's item, a one of a kind. And I want everybody to see it. Now, it'll be on my table if everybody wants to look at it, feel of it, feel the quality and all that. Now, back to the event today. It was...
I want to make sure I got the first feel of it.
It was a cowboy event. And I did some cowboy songs as an introduction for Bill O'Neill, the state historian, who did an hour or more presentation of the history of Texas cowboy. I can assure you it was quite an interesting day. And Bill Jones had asked me to do a medley of cowboy songs to kick it off, and then a couple of songs to end it up. And a couple of those cowboy songs seemed to me very appropriate for tonight. I'm going to do two of the cowboy songs. Oh, and accompanying me tonight are the Peckerwood Junction Boys and Girls. Doc Davis on the washtub bass, Denise Marsoun on the spoons. As I walked out in the streets of Laredo, as I walked out in Laredo one day, I spied a young cowboy wrapped in white linen as cold as the clay. I see by your outfit you are a cowboy. These words he did say as I boldly walked by. Sit down beside me and hear my sad story. I'm a young cowboy and I know I must die. 'Twas once in the saddle I used to go dashing. Once in the saddle I used to go gay. First down to Rosie's and then to the card house. Shot in the breast and I'm dying today. Get 16 gamblers to carry my coffin. Get 6 pretty maidens to sing me a song. Take me to the graveyard, there lay the sod over me. I'm a young cowboy, I know I've done wrong. Oh, beat the drum slowly, play the night lowly, lay the death march as you carry me along. Put bunches of roses all over my coffin, roses to deaden the clods as they fall. As I walked out in the streets of Laredo, as I walked out in Laredo one day. Let me say that this second and final song that I'll do, that I believe highly appropriate for this event, is a very old cowboy song. In fact, some of you know that I went to Texas A&M back in the dark ages, but somebody who went to Texas A&M a lot earlier than I did was named Carl T. Sprague. And some of you who are old enough to remember 78 RPM records have probably seen the name Carl T. Sprague written on some of those. He sang cowboy songs while he was at Texas A&M. And he went up to Camden, New Jersey for the Victor Talking Machine Company and recorded this song in 1925. And over a period of years, it was one of the few 78 RPM records of that era to sell over 1 million copies over a period of time. You know, wasn't an overnight success or anything, but over time it sold over 1 million of the records. And it's about a cowboy, another cowboy, besides the streets of the Laredo cowboy, who meets a sad fate. And the son of the best friend of Carl T. Spragg was a fellow named Forrest Cooper Sr., who was the father of one of my best friends at Texas A&M. He was like a brother to me. In 1981, he and I traveled together. He was a farmer in Arizona after we got through at A&M. And he and I traveled together 3 days over in Texas, in the Stephenville, Erath County area. And at the end of that trip together, he took a private plane back with 2 other farmers. They'd come just to travel with me for 3 days. And their plane crashed at Kyle, Texas, between Stephenville and Seminole, Texas. And he died. All 3 of them died. Now, my friend Forrest Cooper Jr. was a real cowboy. You know, he was as real as they come. And this song, I've always, since that, as 1981 was when that happened. He and I graduated from Texas A&M in 1957, the real dark ages. But in 1981, we were traveling together for 3 days over in Erath County, Texas, and on the way back, he met a sad, tragic fate. And I've always thought that this song that was sung and recorded by his father, Forrest's father's best friend at Texas A&M, Carl T. Spragg, you know, was, anytime I do it, I think of, it has to be for Forrest. So once again, for my buddy, Forrest. Forrest Cooper. Ready, boys? Girls? A group of jolly cowboys discussing plans at ease. Says one, I'll tell you something, boys, if you will listen, please. I am an old cowpuncher, here I'm dressed in rags. I used to be a tough one, boys, I went on great big chags. But I've got a home, boys, and a good one you all know. Although I have not seen it since long, long ago. I'm going back to Texas once more to see them all. And I will see my mother when the work's all done this fall. When I left my home, boys, my mother for me cried, begged me not to go, boys, for me she would have died. And now my mother's heart is breaking, breaking for me, that's all. And with God's help, I will see her when the work's all done this fall. That night, that cowboy went out to stand his guard. The night was dark and cloudy, it was storming very hard. And the cattle all got frightened and rushed in a wild stampede. The cowboy tried to head them off, riding at full speed. Riding in the darkness, loud did he shout. He tried to turn them round, turn the herd about. But his saddle horse stumbled, and on him did fall. He will not see his mother when the work's all done this fall. His body was so mangled, the boys all thought him dead. They picked him up gently and laid him on a bed. He opened wide his blue eyes and looked all around and motioned to his comrade to sit down on the ground. Boys, send mother my wages, the wages I have earned, for I know now my last year I have already turned. I'm going to that new range, I hear my master call. He will not see his mother when the work's all done this fall. Dave, you take my saddle, and Joe, you take my bed. John, you take my pistol after I'm dead. And look up on me kindly when you look on us all. For he will not see his mother when the work's all done this fall. For Forrest was buried sunrise, no tombstone at his head, just a little board, this is what it said. Forrest died at daybreak, he died from a fall. He will not see his mother when the work's all done this fall.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Next we've got Lynn Barber coming up, and we invite one of my friends, Amy Holden, up to play, and then after that I'll get up and play a few. So.